Hello, welcome to this month's group healing session, Money Stress Reset from Scarcity to Security. So take a few deep breaths, close your eyes. I want you to invite your financial blueprint in your mind's eye and scan. You might be able to see a vision, an image, person, thing, symbol, whatever form it comes to your mind. And you're just scanning for the energy, vitality of your financial blueprint. So if you have got a scale from 0 to 5, see where your financial blueprint feels like in this moment. You might be able to see it, hear it, feel it. Once you have got that information, you might want to note it down, and you can reevaluate your financial blueprint in maybe 2 to 3 weeks' time after listening to this session. So in this session, we are going to work on your financial blueprint, the blueprint that you have just invited in your mind. And first thing that is showing up as a priority is to address the trauma that this financial blueprint has gone through, with all the tough times that you have gone through, financial worries, concerns, judgments. So what I'm picking up, a state of shock. So firstly, I'm addressing this treatment called Scarcity, which is brain balancing. So I start from the base of the head and I'm gently tapping and activating the head, heart, and gut. So this is working on your blueprint, your nervous system, as well as on the blueprint of your financial index. And this is to restore and get the brain out of that state of shock, panic, and restore the energy blueprint of communication. So in simple words, getting the nervous system out of the stress mode by balancing the cortexes of your brain. And I'm working on releasing this phenobasilar joint, which is again blocked with the state of shock. And I'm addressing a thread of active memories, which is emotional charges of past stressors around money. And this thread is going back to your early childhood. Everything that you've seen, heard in your environment, with your family, with your parents, around issues around money, and how that triggered the nervous system into the survival mode and blocked this phenobasilar joint. So we are running a treatment called active memory, which means surfacing all that emotional trauma, disassociating it, synthesizing it, and releasing it. I'm running this treatment with this theme of financial stress, fear, anxiety, and panic. We are running this through the limbic brain, singular gyrus, which holds all the belief systems, through the heart brain, which is about our relationship to abundance, finances, through the gut brain, through which we process, digest the life situations. So this active memory is to neutralize all the trauma that's been imprinted, that has triggered the nervous system into survival mode. And we are looking at rewiring the amygdala complex to the prefrontal cortex and heart brain. And this is to shift the nervous system out of the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight, flight, survival mode, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is about repair, growth, and regeneration. Which means, in simple words, you can relax around the topic of money and finances, and your nervous system doesn't constantly keep producing high stress hormones because it is still stuck into past stresses of everything that was perceived, seen, indoctrinated on your nervous system from the environment and from the collective consciousness. And now we are looking at addressing some inherited imprints on money issues that is coming from the generations back in time. And I'm tuning into 5 generations back in time. On father's side, ancestor with massive financial trauma and loss, and how that created post-traumatic stress syndrome for balance of his life. And we are looking at neutralizing these impressions of inherited epigenetic markers, which are now impacting your perception, your belief systems, your nervous system wiring around finances. So we are neutralizing all that by unzipping the energetic blueprint and clearing all those inherited impressions, as well as all the impressions that have been accumulated in this lifetime period. Neutralizing it with 0-point field and bringing in this healthy filter of abundance and ease. So we are working with the belief system. I give myself permission to receive all the abundance and success. I am worthy. I deserve abundance in all forms. So we are bringing in the healthy blueprint of your relationship with money, finances, and abundance as a resource satellite from 0-point field to integrate into your nervous system, into your energy blueprint. And this is to retrain, rewire your nervous system around its fresh perspective to deal with money. We are also looking at neutralizing all the past programming, which could be inherited, imprinted, acquired in this lifetime period, by bringing in this consciousness of vertical time. So neutralizing all the past and fear of future into the present moment. And supporting the nervous system to heal. Now we are looking at optimizing your base chakra, which is about your relationship with money, manifestation. So I'm balancing the spin of the base chakra. We are addressing the earth element and the first 7 years of life, and any sort of insecurities and instabilities which made this base chakra sort of unstable, ungrounded. So neutralizing all that past programming and optimizing the base chakra for strong grounding, stability, and foundation. Then we're also looking at optimizing the spin of your solar plex chakra, which is your confidence, self-worth, personal power, your self-esteem. We're looking at neutralizing certain belief systems that I'm tuning into. And these belief systems are around, I have to work hard to my bones to make money. We're looking at clearing some negative belief systems around money. Money is evil. Money cannot buy happiness. So all those impressions which are coming from the collective consciousness, as well as the fear, panic, anxiety, survival mode from the environment, from the collective consciousness, from the trauma. We're looking at neutralizing it because we are part of this hologram. We are imprinted by the traumas, stories, stresses that are prevailing around us. So neutralizing, harmonizing into this essence of self-love, self-worthiness, and opening up yourself to receiving abundance. Abundance in form of money, in form of relationships. So we are looking at rewiring the nervous system that has been stuck into this security mode, survival mode, high stress hormones, and the belief systems that are compromising you from stepping into your full potential. So rewiring the nervous system, the head, heart, and gut brain, optimizing the spin of the base chakra for healing your relationship with money, balancing your crown chakra and base chakra for manifesting, materializing your abundance. And now at this stage, we are going to invite your business matrix. So if it is your profession, your business, your shop, whatever is your work profile, we are going to invite that. And I'm picking up a concept of biotensegrity. Biotensegrity is a concept where the weight is equally distributed throughout the structure. So bringing in this consciousness of biotensegrity on your work matrix, which means roles, responsibilities, stresses are distributed throughout the system. And there's strength, and there's flexibility, and there's sustainability. Then I'm also bringing in this consciousness of disentanglement with your relationship with work and finances. And this is about neutralizing all the limiting belief system, fears and insecurities, and rewiring the nervous system to be able to see things from fresh perspective. Optimizing your gut microbiome for enhancing and activating serotonin and GABA to neutralize all the stress and worry mode. As well as we're looking at optimizing the dopamine loops, which are the reward hormones. So the discipline, the hard work, the efficiency that comes from these dopamine hormones when they're functioning well. So we're looking at running a reset on that dopamine pathway. As well as I'm looking at running a reset on the amygdala complex, shifting the amygdala complex out of this fight, flight, survival mode, which is high cortisol levels, to the reward mode and the challenge mode. So the reward hormone is dopamine, the challenge hormone is BDNF neurotransmitter. So once this BDNF neurotransmitter is functioning well, there's heightened focus, concentration, you're able to handle the challenge better. So in this session, we are looking at running a reset on the head, heart, and gut brain, balancing your heart chakra for optimizing your relationship with money, your professional mask, the way you deal and work with that. As well as I'm bringing in the concept of hydration with easy water to neutralize all the past emotional traumas and bringing in this consciousness of flow of abundance. So we are looking at clearing all the old programming, healing the nervous system, rewiring and bringing in this healthy blueprint, which feels more like I give myself permission to succeed. I give myself permission to breathe into all this abundance that is around me. And more importantly, letting go of all the past stories of stress, scarcity, traumas, and running a reset on the head, heart, and gut brain to be able to function from this new dynamics where it's functioning more from state of flow and security. And to integrate all this, I'm bringing in a concept of sacred geometry called flower of life, also called 64 tetrahedron, to firstly clear all that stored trauma from your blueprint and to access the healthy blueprint. As well as I'm bringing in a symbol of phi, which is also called the spiral on your chakras and your money matrix for bringing in that flow of abundance. And I'm bringing in a sound frequency of Om to harmonize the head, heart, and gut brain. So I want you to take a few deep breaths as I'm working on integrating this session through activating the head, heart, and gut brain. And your body is simply integrating, processing the session and opening you up to this new alignment and balance, to resilience, to abundance, to success. So take a few deep breaths and tap out your head, heart, and gut brain. And now I want you to scan your financial blueprint again. In your mind's eye, look at the image. Has it changed? Look at the scale of 0 to 5. Where does your financial blueprint feel like in this moment? And reevaluate your financial blueprint, your stress levels around your money, finances, struggles in a week's time, and see how things are flowing for you. I would love to hear back your feedback through comments, DM me, and wishing you all the best. Look forward to see you next time. Thank you.